does that even mean, Bowers game?
Hi there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review, and today I'm very excited to check out White Elephant, the card game from Mayday Games. This is for ages 8+ for 3 to 7 players. It'll take about 15 to 20 minutes to play, and in White Elephant, you are going to be having, well, a White Elephant Christmas party-esque thing where you're going to have 3 people you're going to try to be shopping for, and you're going to be shopping by going to different White Elephant events, trying to get the best gifts for those 3 people on your list. What am I talking about? Let's open it up and I'll tell you about it. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of White Elephant, the card game. First and foremost, we get our handy dandy rule booklet. It's about half of 1 page. Full color, illustrations, pictures, all that good stuff. It's a very simple game, very simple rule booklet. Very well done. I'll have you up and running in no time at all, and I can probably teach you how to play the game right now. So inside of White Element, you are going to get cards, and more cards. And there's only going to be 2 kinds of cards. First one is going to be a gift list, and each player is going to have a gift list. These are the people that you're shopping for gifts for. Really, the only thing you need to pay attention to is the color. So blue, green, and red. The highest number you have at the end of the game for all 3 of these colors is going to score you points with a maximum of 30 being the highest you can reach. Because next we'll go to the gift cards, which will be numbers 1 through 10. And there's going to be all the different colors in the game. Red, green, yellow, blue, orange. I think that's all. And on them, they'll have various different flavor text, humorous flavor text, and funny little illustrations of crummy gifts that you might get as part of a White Elephant Christmas thing. So let's show you how the game works. So depending on how many players you have, each player is going to be dealt X amount of cards. The more players you have, the less cards you are going to have. What you're going to do is everyone is going to set down 1 present in front of them, like so. And we'll just go ahead and do it randomly. Boom and biggity boom. So everybody has their present set down in front of them. Now the player to the left of the dealer is going to open 1 of the presents. They can open any of the presents that they want, and that is going to be their present for the time being. So they'll just say, you know what, I'm going to take this one. So it is a red 4. So now this player is going to take a turn. He has the option to take any of the unopened presents or steal this red present right here. But he actually only needs orange, yellow, or blue, so there's no way he's going to steal that. So he might say, you know what, I'm going to take this one. It's a 6 blue, which is not a bad card at all. This guy's sitting over here. He's like 6 blue, 4 red. I still think I can get something better. So he draws that one. It's a 2 green, unfortunately, for him. So now this guy right here, he wants that, well, let's show you how the game mechanisms work. He decides, I am going to steal this 4 red. So he takes this 4 red right here, and then he covers it up with his hand to show that no one can take that present right now. Now, since this guy over here got his card stolen, he gets to take a different present. So he can either steal one of these 2 items, or he can take one of these unwrapped ones. So let's just say he, for some crazy reason, wants this 2 green. He would take that, and then he would cover it up. This guy still keeps his hand over the card. The only time these guys are going to remove their hands from the card to tell people that that is available to steal is when someone opens a new gift. When someone opens a new gift, everything is fair game once again. So this guy, having gotten that stolen from him, looks around the board and says, yeah, I'll take my chances. And it paid off because he got an 8 blue right there. At this point, everything is fair game to be stolen. It goes to this guy right here, who is most likely, I mean, I feel like it's a pretty obvious thing. He's going to take this 8 blue, and it can't be stolen from him, so he would cover it up. This guy would say, you know what, I kind of want this 6 blue. This guy would be looking around the board and saying, I'll just take this random card, and it would be a 6 yellow, which actually work out very well for him. All of these cards would go in front of each of those players, face up, and then you would rinse, wash, and repeat until you've played all of your cards. Once you've ran out of cards and you've done the last White Elephant, you're going to see who has the most points by tallying up only the highest card you have of the 3 colors you need on your gift list. Whoever has the most points will be the winner of the game. Now, I'm going to do a full review of this, but I am going to mention this one because it's such a small expansion. There also is a mini mystery box expansion that I'm going to show you right now. This was a Kickstarter exclusive, and how this one works is very simple. One person at the beginning of each round is going to have something inside of a mystery box. So they would cover it up, and you don't get to open this present. So you can still take it, but no one gets to look at it until the end of the round. So let's just say this is how the round played out. This guy would say, I'm going to take the mystery box, because he's like, yeah, I'm a wild card. So now anyone can still steal this, but they just won't know what it is, and he doesn't even get to look at it himself until the very end of the round. Once the round is over and everybody's, got their cards, this person then finally gets to look at what it is, and then he puts it face down underneath his gift list card. No one gets to see that until the end of the game. But that, in a nutshell, is how White Elephant is played. Oh, great dokery. White Elephant, the card game from Mayday Games. What are my final thoughts? Come to the pros. Let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, the game's not going to be for everybody for a couple different reasons. First and foremost, this is a very light, simple game. You could easily teach this to a 6 or 7-year-old. That's how simple it is. I think kindergarten, you can easily teach it. You don't need to be able to read it all. It's just colors and numbers, which is going to be a turnoff to some people. Also, it's repetitive, especially if you're playing at the lower player counts. You're going to be doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again in the 3-player game over 8 rounds. So it can get repetitive. Also, there's not too many meaty choices. It's just, do I take this one? Do I take that one? Do I take the mystery one? Or do I not take it? That's really the extent of the choices in the game. Also, another comment I have with this game is I liked it best at the higher player counts. I didn't particularly like it the best at 3 players. I just didn't find it that interesting. But 4, 5, 6 was good, and 7, 8, I really did enjoy it. Any other cons I have with the game? Sometimes you'll get in situations where you know you're going to get screwed over and you can see it coming if you can do the math, and that is unfortunate. It's not a big deal, but it is something that I did want to mention. Yeah, that's about all I got on the con side. Moving on to the pro side, I really enjoyed White Elephant, and I was very surprised I enjoyed White Elephant. I read the rules, and I was like, there's only one mechanism in this game, and it doesn't sound like it's that great, but it is, as long as you come into the game knowing it is light, it is silly, it is simple, and it's just the kind of game where you can just sit around and talk and chat it up, and it's a great family style game. This is not a scary game by any stretch of the imagination. This is most definitely a gateway game, but at the same time, I think it would absolutely fall into the filler game category for game nights too, because it has just enough interesting things going on to keep your group stimulated while you wait for someone else to arrive. I also am a big fan of it, obviously, because it goes up to 7 players. That is a very tricky number to accommodate, especially if you're looking for a filler game. So, White Elephant. Oh, another thing I want to mention was the mystery box rules. I'm going to do a full review of these in case, just because. But anyway, my thoughts on the mystery box rules. I really enjoyed them. I always add them in. It adds an extra little twist to the game. And in case you're wondering if you have this and you haven't played it or something like that, I think you can add that into your first game, no problem. Because the only thing it changes is that someone is not going to be able to see what's inside the box unless you win the box. That's it. That you just, okay, this is how you play the game, this is how they play the game, and then once every single time there's going to be one present that you can't look at unless you win it. And that's the only extra explanation you need to do it. In fact, if they ever did a future version of the game, I'd like to see that just included as, extra cards. I also forgot to mention, there is humor in this game, if you're, and I feel like if you don't really look at the cards, you might miss it. But there is actually humor in the game. Like, one of your presents is Fluffy the cat, and you might be getting him a slightly used red pipe wrench. Or you might be getting, the random stranger, the fit in with a propeller head's bowl cap. There's some humor in this game. It's not like laugh out loud funny, but it's the kind of thing where it'll make you smirk, give you a good chuckle, which is always a good thing as well. Components are nice, box is small, rules are great. Overall, White Elephant is a game that I can recommend and that I do enjoy as long as you go into it knowing that it's going to be a lighter filler game. So that is White Elephant from Mayday Games, one that I can give a recommendation to. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know, do you like Secret Santa / White Elephant things? For me personally, I love them. I love them. I love them. I'm also a big Christmas fan, so it just seems like a no-brainer. But I always love the thrill of opening a present and not knowing what it is, and then when you get that crummy present, that present you hate, and you're like, please, somebody steal this present, somebody steal this present, there's like 4 presents I want, and you're like, then somebody finally steals it, you're like, yes! else. You take this pile of crap. I want that 6-pack of beer over there. Yeah, that's just me. But anywho, let me know in the comments below. White Elephant, Secret Santa, do you enjoy them? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.